about the basement? Why is that beautiful area, Kevin? Hi, guys, you want to come this way? What's beautiful about the basement?
High ceiling, a nice unit.
High ceiling, that's right.
Windows.
Everything is separate, so you don't have to just box off one area and take away a big part of the unit.
All right, so he said height. He could potentially make a second unit. What else is good about the basement, guys?
2 entries to the exit.
2 entrances to the exit. So I've got 2 realtors here today. Have you ever seen 2 exits in the basement?
Pretty rare.
Pretty rare.
Yeah, I've not seen that before. But why do you think we have 2 exits in the basement?
To make
So why do you think we have 2 exits in the basement?
it a living space.
Sanctuary space. All right. What else do you like about the basement? And why do you think I'm bringing you into the basement? Don't be shy. There's a reason why we're down here.
The potential?
The potential.
Yeah.
Alright, so the reason why I'm bringing you to the basement is that you've fallen in love with what's going on upstairs. This is where it costs you the money that could break your back. So when you fall in love with the backsplash and the countertops and the floors and stuff, I just bypass that and I go straight down here. Okay? So we're going to start at boilers first. Okay? So for the guys that are ready to actually be on the tour, I'm going to let them come and teach you today. So Alex and Alfred, it's your time. So
You just done a minute ago.
they're going to be closing on their house very soon. They've gone through exactly where you're going through right now. So when I bring you to the basement, Alfred, why am I bringing you down here?
He's right. He's showing you potential of what you can do, potential income of what you can do with the basement. But the heat and hot water is expensive. The gas line, you gotta make sure your gas line is official. You gotta make sure your electric is official. But like I said, the potential of the spacing of what you can do down here is most important. But then this is aside from costly, it's actually luxurious as far as financially. Financially is pretty good.
All right, so the key thing when I come down here is these guys. This is what I look for. Okay? So I'm looking for blue and I'm looking at for red to tell me about the plumbing system. Okay? It's a 2-family. That's what it's being zoned for at the moment. You've got 3 tanks. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Good.
That's an excellent thing. You should be getting excited when you see 3 tanks, because what it is, as I'm going to walk you through this house, they've set up this house for the zoning for a 3-family. They've done the work for you. So that means that they split everything. And what I'm looking for, when I have the tanks, I prefer them to be lifted off the ground. When people buy houses, they basically say, okay, there's going to be a flood, it's going to come from the window. It doesn't, it comes from here. When this rottens and the water starts gushing through here, that's where a lot of your floods come from. Not to say that it can't come in here in a flood zone, etc., but that's something to be aware of. The second thing that I like about down here, what is this machine over here?
HVAC.
What does the HVAC mean, guys? That doesn't mean nothing to me.
Central air and heat.
Central air and heat. Does everyone know what a HVAC system is? So how do you know that this is a HVAC system? Mr. Realtors, how do you know that it's a HVAC system?
I just know.
Because did you see the equipment outside? Did you see?
Oh, I didn't go to the back and see.
But you can see the ducts in the apartment, so you know that you have an HVAC system. And if you went to the 3rd floor,
there's no compressor.
Ceiling, like an attic,
If you grab her, Jody.
where you see the entire HVAC system from the very top of the house.
Okay.
So that's how you know it's there.
So,
Yeah, you see it
Okay.
in the closet.
okay. So what they're explaining to you is that they're seeing these units in other apartments. So usually it's down here or it's in the ceiling of maybe a top floor apartment. But the other thing that you need to be aware of is that even though it's here, is this forcing air or is it forcing cool air? Because if you don't have the units outside, you ain't got no cool air in the summer. But you just assume because you just saw this, oh, I'm good, and then you switch it over in the summer and you realize you're blasting warm air. It's not difficult to convert it, but you have to be aware of that.
Right.
Because sometimes you walk into it and you think everything's okay, but no, you're going to have to go and get AC machines to put in the window if you want cool air. So those are the things that you're looking for down here as well. Yes, I do like the height as well. Why is this still exposed at the moment? Why do you think? You're breaking my stuff, Jody? Inspection, so they can get to the plumbing. So what it is that you have extra protection. When you're buying a house, the city has to come in and inspect what's here. They can't hide the plumbing and the electricals behind the walls. So that's why some of this is exposed at the moment. And this is what you look for. When you're coming in the basement, I'm looking at the floors. I'm looking around the rear of the basement to see if there's any damp. I'm looking for cracks to go on here as well. I'm not saying that you won't have some basic concrete cracks and whatever you, but when you get down the stairs, you will smell the damp if there's a damp issue down here. If there's water down here, you cannot hide the water damp issue. You can smell it. But once I make you pay attention to it, now you're going to be looking for it. In basements, it's normal for the floors not to be even. So if there's water, you want it running up to a certain point. But if you want to come and tile this unit here, you will level it to be able to tile it. The other thing that you're looking at is that a lot of basements will have a line around the walls, which is called a French drain. That's an indication to me that they had a water issue, a flood issue before, why they put the French drain in. So these are the things that you're looking for when you're underwriting a house, that when you see these things, you have questions in regards to why this is happening. All right, so I'm going to bring you over to this part here. So what is good about this? Mr. Tammy, come over here for me a second. What's good about this? What's going on here? You got to come over here, don't be shy. What's good? What's going on here?
Brand new electrical.
All right, come over here so everyone can see you. Brand new electrical. What does that mean to these guys?
That's perfect for you as a new buyer. Brand new electrical means that, you know, they replace all the wiring, especially with, you see this yellow and white. Before it used to be blue. So if you see yellow and white, that means that a lot of the wiring throughout the house is brand new. Brand new electric box, brand new electric meters, troughs, sprinkler system, alarm system, grounded, everything's perfect about it.
So what is grounding? What is grounding, guys? What does that mean? Does that mean anything to me?
Question. He said it was blue. What does it mean?
Oh, well, back in 1920s or so, they used to use blue wire, blue coax wire to run throughout the houses for the wiring, for the outlets, for the switches, you know, the lights. When you see it's white and yellow, that means that it's brand new.
So talk about the amps. Are we good here in regards to voltage? Is it when you're using the what do you call it, hair blower thing? Is my electric going to chip out? Are we okay in
We
regards
still haven't
to?
resolved that yet in my house.
You haven't resolved it
Yeah.
yet?
So
Someone, I gotta
everything,
get an appointment with someone.
everything is all good. They got two 60 amps, meaning one is for the basement and one is for the communal and also the first floor. The 50s, 20s, that's just for, you know, extra lighting, extra outlets, extra switches, because they do have a lot of hi-hat lights, so that also helps for that. This being 60 and 60, that's just the rest of the amperage that's given out. This sheet right here, if you ever just really want to learn about electrical, just look at this sheet. It can tell you how much amps it gives out. This is the sheet that I was telling you that wasn't on that other one.
So stop before you go any further. What does this mean to you guys? What you don't want is that you're in your house, you flick on your TV, and then everything goes dead. This is what stops this. If you have a surge of electricity, the power goes off and bam, comes back on, this is what stops it from hitting your equipment. That's what you want to know. You want to know if you've got brand new electrics. Many homes may not have it. They may have done the rest of the home, but they haven't done the electrics. The key thing that you're looking for is making sure that you have a unit for each unit, and there's one for the communal hallway. That's what you're looking for. Once you pay attention to this, you may realize that they don't have it. So what it is that one apartment may be carrying the electricity for the basement, or the second floor may be carrying the electricity for the top floor. Then you're going to have a problem with the tenant saying, why is my bill so high? Have you ever heard of that before? That's what's happening. Okay? The other thing that happens in regards to having one tank on a multifamily. So what it is, sometimes you do have one big tank. And because the owner is responsible for the water, he just has one big tank. It's not a negative thing, it's just what it is, but you have to bear in mind, because you are the one as a landlord or the owner living here, going to have to take that liability. Water is not that expensive. Don't get deep and overthink it. These are expensive. Your gas and your electricity, but the water is not that deep. Okay, but you want to know what you're paying for. Yeah, so you don't get any surprises later on, okay? Other thing as well, they've got 3 gas meters. Usually there's 2 in a 2 family. So I got excited when I came and saw this because what they've done, they set it all up for a 3. So me, my thinking, I'm saying to myself, when I buy this, okay, cool, whatever price I get, when I live here, I'm going to do the compliance paperwork to change it from a 2 to a 3. That means that my appreciation is going to jump like that. It costs money to do that, and you might have to do it through an attorney in one of you, but everything has been set up for you, okay? So when you're looking at these opportunities, you're looking for your highest and best use. So I know you talked about 4 units. You can create 4 units out of this and pay less than what you were thinking about in the 4 family. So that's the reason why I'm teaching about house hacking, that you want to maximize your dollar. Keep your monthly payments smaller, maximize what you're getting, okay? So what you're going to do with me now, we're going to go to the next property. Any questions about this? Because what I'm going to do now is ask you, what is your offer price? What do you think this is worth and what would you pay for this? And I'm doing this to make you realize that when you're in the market and buying, these are people that you're competing with. And I want them to explain to you their thought process of when they're offering, how they're offering. So who wants to start first? Give me a number, Alfred. What would you pay for this?
520.
520. Alex, what's your number?
No.
You don't know?
For this area, you said 520? I'll go lower.
500.
I would say maybe 380.
Oh, what? What?
So you bargain low, right? You bid high.
You will get it.
No, babe. She said 500.
All right. What's your number?
460.
460.
That's it.
What's your number?
I'm letting my daughter do what she got to do. 475.
475. What's your number? Approximately, what are you comfortable paying? 500. What's your number? 5? 520?
Oh, 510.
510? 545. What's your number? 525? 550? What's your number?
My number is 475.
475. Alright. So I'm giving you an ideal situation when you're saying, I want to make an offer down. And what I want you to do very quickly, just tell me, why did you come up with that figure of 4?
Area and what I've been seeing, and also the rooms are small. It's not like competing a lot of big rooms out here. I'm from Brooklyn, so this is new to me. That's just the median price I've been getting for 3 families.
Cool. This is a 3. There's a 2 with a bonus.
What?
This is a 2 family with a bonus.
Right.
So does that bring down your price or does it go up?
Yeah, it brings out my price.
So where are you at? Are you still at your
I'm at 440.
440? Alfred, why are you at 520?
No, it's 550.
550. Why are you at 550?
Well, I've been doing this with Darrell for a minute, so I kind of cheated. And so I know what the market is asking right now, and I know what the area, these new renovations, everybody's asking for, like, let's say 490, 450, 500. So you kind of know, again, working with Darrell, I know the area, I know what the asking price, what the price is looking at, so I'll say 550.
So what do you think his offer has done to yours?
Nothing.
Killed it.
So why would you at 500?
I'm not familiar with the area.
You just guess? No, that's cool, that's honest.
I'm rocking with my fiance.
You're rocking your I love that. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I love the couples thing. How did you arrive at your number?
It seems similar to some of the other properties that we're looking
Okay.
at in the area.
Okay, so you just done like for like. Have you seen anything like this before? Or have you seen something better than this before?
I can't recall.
Can't recall? Alright, tell me, why did you come at that number?
The rent roll is gonna be good as far as what I'm offering.
Alright, so give me the rent rolls. What does the rent rolls mean to people?
So
So how much you getting rent wise here?
basically, these are 3 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms and 3 women.
One had 2 baths.
No, 2 bedrooms. So I'm thinking each one can get about 16 to 1800.
Oh, you're a generous landlord. Okay, that's
That's
nice.
about the parking. If I add the parking in the front, then it jumps up to about.
So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask the wife now. Wife, what's the price for the red rooms?
2000.
So I'm just showing you a formula when you're dealing with husbands and wives. The wife got the number.
It's okay, 'cause he knows it.
Huh? Okay.
Wait. But I thought we were in Montclair. That's why I said 545.
Alright, so we're in
I didn't
East
even know
End.
I was in East Orange.
Okay. What's your number rental wise? What do you feel? 525? Why did you get to 525?
That's what I was
I
thinking.
mean, this area, it's right next to Newark, and new houses in Newark are going for 550, and those are 3 and 2, 2 units, those are 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms.
There you go. What about red roll? What's a red roll here?
Here,
Yeah. Approximately. What does a 3-bed go for around here?
3, 1.5, so
Yeah.
I would say 1750 or 1800.
18.
Yeah.
And what price did you come in at as?
550.
550. Why did you come up 550? That's a beautiful offer. I love those offers.
I just guessed because of the neighborhood. The only town I know near is Livingston, and they're really wealthy.
Okay.
But I just guessed.
All right. So I'm doing this purposely to give you an ideal situation. This is what it's like when you're making your offers. Okay? It's all about everyone's got a different reason of why they're offering. You got to know your motivation. So you got to know how to underwrite this. So if you go and say, you know what, I see apples and cherries because of apple, I'm just going to put the price of the offer. What this happens to you?
You get thrown out.
I'm talking about, yeah. If you understand what your strategy is, he's thinking cash flow. So for me, when I'm renting properties in these areas, my people that I'm renting to, I rent over the bridge. So in New York, what does a 3-bedroom cost?
24, 25.
24.
3,000.
So how much is it?
3,300.
2,300?
27.
No, 3,300.
What?
What are you talking about? What part you talking
Brooklyn. We're in Brooklyn.
Oh, 27, 28, easy.
Wait, for a 3-bedroom? A 3-bedroom? Nah,
But
it's like
honestly, it's the
3,000.
same thing.
If you downtown, yeah. Downtown.
Even if
You see what's going on here?
it's
So
still
one
3,000.
second, you see what's going on here? So what I do, I bring all these guys onto the appointment for the rentals, and I make them come all at the same time. And I say, Mommy, how much do you want to pay? Because she's paying 3,000. What do you say? Oh, I want to pay 2,000 too. Yeah. So what it is, when I'm renting homes, I rent it over the bridge where the people can. I'm not saying everyone. I don't discriminate. You go big to everyone, but who appreciates at the moment. So the person that's coming here, as long as I give them everything new, appliances and what have you, I create my own market. It's about your appetite. What do you want? You want a beat-up apartment for 1,800, or you want everything brand new, the first person to move in? How much do you want to pay for it? So I speak to the wife, and then the wife looks at the husband, and it's done. There's no more, that's what it is. Because this is economy, this is a market, okay? So here is a market you're looking at. I'm creating demand here. You understand? So what you've got to bear in mind, on these tours, I've never had 2 customers bid on the same house before. It only happened once, and that was last week. And because the guys knew each other, they said, you go first. And that's what happened. So what happens when you're in this situation? You need to know what your competition is. And like for the realtors out here, what's the realtors? Okay, Jody, you see that with my situation, this is why I'm able to break comps, and this is why buyer agents can't compete with me. You can't compete with me. Because my appetite of my buyers are going to pay the premium. Because what they're going to do is say, you know what, 2,000, 2,000, 15, 1,600, that's 4,000, 2,000, 2,000,
That's 5,500.
and then 5,500, 5,500.
And your mortgage is probably only maybe 3,000.
That's a lot of rental income.
Technically rent the top unit.
And then if I do here, I'm not going to finish the basement. I'm just going to clean it up. I'm going to do utilities down here, charge you for utilities.
Washer and dryer.
So do you see from an investment point of view how I'm looking at things? I don't need to go inside. So if you say 5,500, in my head I'm saying to myself a 10% cap. So what it tells me that if I'm getting rent release for 5,500, me as an investor, I will pay 550,000 for this. Because I don't need to do anything. Whereas the buyers are going 475, 420, and I'm just going 550. I'm done. 10% cap, and I can, you know what, when I buy as an investor, I'm going to turn it into a 3-family, bang, my appreciation goes up. When I get around to 2 years, I'm going to do the basement, more income going in. So I want to just tell you everyone's perspective, so when you're making offers, understand you're not the only person in the market, and the mindsets of everybody. So you understand what the mindset is, okay? All right, so I'm going to give you the next address now. 530 Grove Street. That's going to be the last one today.
What's the price?
Yeah, what is the price?
All right. So this is going to probably go on the market for between 450, 470. But it's going to be
That's not what it's gonna sell for.
They do that on purpose. Do not think it's easy.
I'm saying I was right a little bit.
No. That's it. Offers.
That's it, yeah.
that's if it goes on the market.
They put
Yeah.
it low, so like that.
That's
so
if you don't buy
you can
it.
bid high.
So what it is that I put a price on you, so you come across the bridge and you come and look. Because if I don't make the price attractive, then you come here. So don't get tied into the prices. You as the consumer need to know what the prices are. Yeah. So when you see listing prices, don't think you're getting a deal, my friend. It's just for you to.
Yeah, exactly. It's the hook and sink.
Yes.
So any questions about this one, guys? So we're going to 530 Grove Street.
What's the taxes?
I think it's 6,900. I'll have to double check. I think it's 6,900.
That's after assessment?
2019. I would have to double check it again, but that's 2019. So